Okay, again, you can see it follows pretty much the same format as the rest of the other two pages. So go back in here, change that to practice theme. Going back from the top with the header, we need to grab, oopsie, these two things, paste them in underneath that. We need to close them at the bottom, so go in here, grab all of that. See this too? Delete that. Replace it with a whole chunk, including our closing div for main and content. Save it. Go back to our page. Reload. Getting there. So now in this page, we see there is this order entry thing, which we don't really want. So we can go in and delete that, which is located right there. Okay, and now we see another while loop which displays every single one of the content information. Now with the search page, you could have it display just the date and the name of the page, or you could actually go in and have it display in excerpt. I tend to find that it's a little bit nicer if you tell people what's included within the page before they load it. So in order to do that, we just go in and grab what we have here and paste it in. So again, H3 is perfectly fine. It displays a title, but we don't want any things below it. So we could just go in under here, grab everything from excerpt, and you probably want all this too, including the footer information, post footer, and then go in, grab this, delete it, paste it, and then let's just fix that. Okay. I don't really like that many indenting, but since I used it, we'll leave it like that. Okay. So now let's go back and check our page. That looks better. So we have the name of that page plus content information. Great. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to fix the bottom section here. If we are searching and we have more than one set of information, this link again needs to be fixed. So again, go back in here, grab our navigation chunk, go back here, and then replace that. Save it, refresh, perfect. And now our search page is done. Okay, so after these archives and search and index pages, the next section we should look at is what's known as the archives page. So actually, the archives page does not show up readily. The archives page is what's known as a special template page. So it will only be displayed if we made a page for it. So let's just go create new and put that demo archive. And then we just leave the content of the page blank. And then under the attribute section in template default, we need to change it to archives. Okay, and then hit publish. Done. So now let us look at the archive page, demo archive. And you can see here that the demo archives needs to be styled properly, but it also displays the a listing of archives by months and by subjects, which is essentially the same thing as what we have here in our sidebar archives categories. So this page is kind of redundant, but we'll style it anyways because it's a part of the theme. So going back into our page, where's our archives page? Right there. Let's go in to style it. So first of all, we need to change this to practice theme. And then you'll notice here there's a section called template names. This is the name that is used in order to generate the name that shows up here in the template section. So if we change the name to Demo Archives, you will see that the name here, if I refresh the page, will change to Demo Archives. And anytime you want to create custom layout for a particular page or set of pages, this is how you do it, by specifying a template name for the file and then selecting that template for a particular page. So let's move on to the rest of the things. So again, we have the get header, but now we need the content and main tags. And then after that, we need to close it. We're using the sidebar footer and section. Actually, in this case, you can see they don't even include a sidebar, so that's not very nice. So we did that. Save it. Go back here. That looks better. So now, since we have the search bar so prominently here, it seems a little redundant to have another search feature up there. So let's just remove the search form. Save it. And we're done. That looks okay. Alright, the next thing we need to style is the links page. So the links page is really pretty much the same thing. So let's just go in and show you links template. So the links template looks like this. And it displays the list of links that you have saved up within your site. So remember the two links that we've added, another link here and this link? Well, this is what's showing up. Essentially the same thing as what we've added. Oh right, this is not a main page. What we've essentially the same thing as what we've added here in the bookmark section. And it actually uses the same tags, but let's just go into style that first. Okay, so going into the links page, again, it looks exactly the same as the archives page. Practice, I can't spell today. Themes, I definitely can't spell. Okay, the template name, we'll leave that be. And then scroll back up, we have this section in which we need to grab. Paste that in, and then the bottom, all of that, replacing this, save, and then load it, and it's fixed. Perfect. Okay, now the next thing we need to style is the 404 page. So the 404 page is what happens when you load something that does not exist. So for example, I'm just going to load this page. This page is, oops. Okay. So this is the 404 page, which needs to be styled. So let's just go into the 404 page. You have a get header. So again, just change everything here. Practice theme, get header, close that. Plug that in. Grab the rest of that. Plug that there. And then, I don't know about you, but I prefer my 404 page to make more sense. I mean, 404 not found probably isn't the best way of describing something. So we'll put in the H2 that says 404, and then put in something like, oops, the page you are looking for does not exist.